Hey, fool, you ready for another beating? You should have never came back.
You will be destroyed. Terminate.
I don't like the Blackhawks, folks, so they get the treatment tonight. Okay. One game under 500. Not bad, not bad. Looks like this delay a game worked out fine. And the boys, the thing is, it gave the Hawks, though, that extra day of rest, no matter what. You know what? We got to keep riding UPL, guys. Let's just keep riding them. Hopefully they will next game. Because as we go along, these games are starting to get bigger with more meaning. You know? But this is, again, I don't want to jump into the Tampa Bay game just yet. But this sets up a huge game with Tampa now that we won tonight. So let's take a look at the numbers. We shall discuss this. Okay, shots on goal, 30-20 for the Sabres. They had the edge in faceoffs, 56% to 44. Sabres 1 for 6 on the power play. The Hawks 0 for 4. We had 14 hits. The Hawks had 25. 13 hits for the Sabres. Hawks had 19. A giveaway apiece. We had 5 takeaways. They had 6. Shots on goal per period. 13 for Sabres in the first. They opened strong. They look good again in the first in this game. Second period, the Hawks get back into it. 8-7, they outshoot us. But it was just a game of, you guys seen it. It was just a tight game out there. And the Sabres were pretty relentless, though, in this one. Third period, 10-8 Sabres for that 30-20 total scoring. And in the second, at the 12:27 mark, Girgensons from Ryan Johnson and Krebs. I thought Johnson got his first NHL goal there, but Girgensons with a nice tip makes it 1-0. We head to the third. Peterka with the goal of the night, I thought, from Ryan Johnson and Quinn. That was no fluke. You could just tell by his reaction. He was trying to bonk it off the goalie in, and he managed to do it. 2-0 Sabres at the 2:57 mark. And then the Viking, Rasmus Dahlin, makes it 3-0 at 6:06 from Middlestat and Tuck on that 5-minute major, and that was your game. Now, I want to show you guys. Let's take a look. One more clip here, guys. Okay, there you see the wild card race at the moment. Sabres are 5 points out, and we got Tampa next game. So if we win next game, no matter what happens, we are 4 points out of a playoff spot. This is going to tighten up if the Sabres get on, like I said, on a 5-6 game winning streak. All of a sudden, this tightens up and anything's possible. So we won the game that we're supposed to win. We won the games that we were supposed to win in this homestand so far. And I think if we, I thought maybe we should have got that Vancouver game. Still bugs me. But if we can get the Tampa game, I'll take the 4-2 and I'll be happy with it because it'll put us to 500. And all of a sudden, the door's open to possibilities is all I'm saying. I'm not saying playoffs, not yet. But we're going to keep an eye on that wild card spot because we're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination, guys. We're just not. We're in this race. And the Sabres got to find a way to show the entire league that they belong in this race. And to do that, they have to win. And to win, they have to get on a winning streak. And once they're on a winning streak, all of a sudden, all the fans around the league will be saying, hey, the Sabres are playing good again. This is, I was watching them tonight. I don't know if you guys had this thoughts. I'm watching them and saying, we're the youngest team in the league, and all they're talking about is the Chicago Blackhawks and their rebuild. What about ours? We're younger than them. Nobody's talking about the Sabres, And I'm watching them, and it looks like they're maturing tonight. This is how I felt in this game, guys. I felt like they were maturing tonight. They weren't making mistakes in their zone. Yes, they made a few, but that's hockey. That's normal mistakes. You're going to have mistakes. But not the blatant, awful ones where you're sending guys in and one-on-one, 1-0 on the goalie because you did a boneheaded pass in the zone. Today, they looked like they had the urgency to clear the zone. UPL, we're going to get to, don't worry, I haven't forgotten about UPL. But I'm talking the team first here. What I seen, the team gave UPL a chance to have a shutout in that game. That's how that game broke down in my eyes. The team gave him a chance. So, and UPL jumped all over it like a fat kid on a chocolate bar. So all of a sudden now, we're a game under 500. So we are in this thing. Whether you believe it or not, we're in this thing. We're 5 points out of a playoff spot. There's a ton of games left this season. A ton of things can happen. Look at the Edmonton Oilers, folks. Remember I talked about it months ago? When they had the horrible start, take a look at them now. They got their act together. They're making the playoffs. You know, they're making the playoffs. And they had to make a coaching change. You know, their fans sometimes are out to lunch because, you know, once they made that coaching change, my goodness, look at them. You know, and this is what I'm saying with the Sabres. If we can't get a winning streak going, this is a wasted year, in my opinion, that we'll let slip out of our fingers because this team's capable of a winning streak. I liked what I seen from many players tonight, up and down that roster. I really do. If you're going to ask me who I thought our best forward was in that game, that's a tough one. It really is a tough one. But I might even say Gergensons tonight. I liked his hustle tonight. I liked how he was in the corners. I liked his aggression. I liked how he parked himself in front of the net. He earned that goal tonight, no doubt about it. He might have been our best forward out there tonight. He just might have been. Tage looks like he has his confidence again. He looks like he has his confidence again, folks, the way he's dangling that puck out there. A lot of it's psychological, you know, hockey. It really is. And I was thrilled. I know he didn't score, but I was thrilled to watch him trying to go break through three guys and all that, like he used to do, you know? So, again, it's a game, it's a mental game, hockey, I believe, in so many ways that you can mentally beat yourself before the game starts. It's one of those rare sports, I believe, in the world that, you know, you just can't have a negative mindset. You have to be prepared. You can't worry about the season. You can't worry about anything. But the beautiful thing about hockey is once you're out there and your skates hit the ice and you smell that ice, you've forgotten all that anyway. You're just out there trying to survive and trying to play and trying to win. That's all you're trying to do. That was my instincts when I played. You know, I'm sure many of you were the same way. So UPL, let's talk about UPL now. We got to keep him in nets, okay? Even if he lets in 4 goals next game, do not pull him. Keep him in. Let him educate himself of this league. Let him learn. You know, so we got to put in UPL next game, guys. We just do, because he's giving us the chance to win night in, night out. I think they might go with Levi because he's kind of due. But if it was me, I would keep riding UPL till that train derails. And then put in Levi. It's a young team. Guys, we got to remember this is a young hockey team, the youngest team in hockey. This team is on average almost 3 years younger than the Detroit Red Wings are. And everybody's talking about what brilliant Yzerman is. How brilliant will Adams look when this team matures in 3 full years from now? How will we look then? So there's, you know, we've got to just continue to be patient. As much as that sucks, we got to continue to be patient. We do. And I'm like you. I want something to happen this year no matter what. And if it doesn't, I have to look at the good that's happened again and where we headed, you know, because this core tonight look good. They look good tonight. I know they weren't lighting it up, but they looked good. They looked to me tonight like an experienced playoff team against kids on Chicago. That's how they looked. And we're younger than them. And that's how this game looked to me. Like they're talking about Chicago's rebuild. Again, guys, I'm going to say it. We're younger. We're younger. So I see that ticks me off that, you know, that this is the way it'll be perceived out there in the NHL community. But, guys, I'll just give you a rundown on that. I just want to check something. Because it really does make a lot of sense to me, you know, that the age is the reason why we're still struggling to a degree. We're a game under. It's not bad. We were supposed to be better this year. It's not bad. Okay, Chicago is a full 1.6 years older than we are. Their unit against ours. They're 1.6 years older than we are. So there's nothing in the book that tells me that the Sabres look like a young, inexperienced team in that game tonight. We're just a much better club, you can tell. So the Sabres right now are looking good. Where's Rosie? I know she's in here. Oh, there she is. My goodness. I knew she was in here, but she's nowhere. You want to come up and say hi? Come on, come here. Yeah, Mir, here comes a little girl. Here she is, folks. And Rosie says he's been gone. He's left me all alone. Him and his stupid commitments outside of here. So, yeah, Rosie was happy about the game. I'm happy about the game. You guys are happy about the game. We're game under 500. We got to get this Tampa game. If we get this Tampa game, I will say this was a successful homestand because, in my opinion, we should have beat Vancouver. I just thought. It's just that Vancouver is they're in such a zone right now that they're doing that to everybody. Forget just us. But 1-0, the Sabres look like a playoff team that night too. You know what I mean? The Seattle game, we kind of collapsed. After the good start, we collapsed. And that was it in this homestand. The rest of it's all good. It's all good. So can we carry on the good into next game? That's the question, guys. Because if we can carry on into next game and win again, the doors are open.
Come on, men. Let's get to it.
We'll be 4 points out of a playoff spot, no matter what. And then we just take it from there. We take it from there, and we deal with it then. Because we got to just close the gap a little each time with these teams. That's all we got to do, just a little. And get within that, stay within that 5-point radius right now. As long as we stick around there in case of a winning streak. And if we get a winning streak together, guys, there's a good chance we could still make the playoffs this year. There is.
It may be simple, but it's a start.
Hope you had a good one. Hope you guys enjoyed the night. The boys get it done. I'm happy, you're happy. And yeah, sorry I put out the pregame yesterday. I didn't know. I just didn't know. Guys, I'm like sleeping 3 hours a night, I didn't know the game was postponed. I look later, I go to turn on the game even when it's like 7:30. I'm like, what's going on, And look, game postponed. I'm like, oh my God. So that's that. See you guys soon. And I will be there this weekend. Make some videos. See you there.